Hey, greetings, family, greetings, family. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First, Empress Wazira Menin. Yes, family, one perfect balance. Yes, welcome to, well, another special edition, I should say, of Politically Incorrect. Why I say special edition? I just gotta say special edition because today was one of them days where it was like, wow, it's such a, life is such a, I don't want to say roller coaster, but there's highs and there's lows. But what it always is consistent, and you gotta be able to look at every situation and see the greater good in it. It's always just lessons. Life is a compilation of nothing but lessons. All it is just lessons, experiences, like nuts. You take the nut and leave the husk. That's what's up. But today was one of them days where it was. I mean, I give thanks, man. I give thanks, man. I give thanks. Is all I'm gonna say, man. And coming off of yesterday, my earth strong. I mean, it took a different turn than I expected. It took a different turn. It took a different turn. It caused for a lot of introspection, a lot of self thought, and revelation. That's the best way to put it. Revelation. Because what I realized, after a while, when you start to recognize certain energies, although the individual might change, the energy is the same. So rather than look at the individuals in your life, study the energies that come through your life and study that. The faces of the individuals might change, but the energy is always the same. So when you go through things before, it puts you in a better position to deal with it when it returns. Because don't forget, the pendulum, life is a cycle. It's a cycle. We say birthday for some people, solar return, entry day. But guess what? The sun goes through a cycle. The woman goes through a cycle. All life is a cycle, man. It just cycles. So pay attention. And today was no different. And last night, actually, I was taking my daughter home. Well, one of them, she spent the afternoon here as well. And I was looking at the cloud formation. And the phone can take a picture because, well, I wasn't supposed to take a picture. And she looked at it and she said, "Yo, Papa, it looked like they have bears in the clouds. It looked like bears coming." And I looked at it and yeah, I had to admit it looked that way. It was the strangest looking cloud. First of all, at night, don't really clouds be in the sky. Not this kind of cloud, anyhow. Billowing clouds that look like they're massive. I mean, massive, like a volcano had erupted. This plume in the sky. I'm like, wow. So I realized that is okay, and I studied it. And she said beers. And today, this evening, quite interesting enough, the word beers came up in my consciousness. But I give thanks, man, for the universe for always showing me personally I had a schedule, energies that will always be coming my way for different reasons. But believe you me, I am more equipped now than I was before, you know, stronger than before, stronger than before. So having said that, man, I realize, man, you know, we just kings in the earth, man. Just kings in the earth, man. That's yeah, man. I gonna tell you one thing, if nothing else, man. You know, if nothing else, man. When we reach a point where when you reach a point where you're comfortable being who you are, it 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 may it may it may how should I say take you a while to get there. Let me put it that way. It may take you a while because now that I am 49 and I really can't, I'm 49. I can't relate to that. But my 49 cycle, I grasp things a little better than when I was 39, than when I was 29, than when I was 19. So 7 times 4, man. Many rise here. No matter how many times you fall in life, family, keep rising, keep rising, keep rising. No matter what, man. No matter what, man. no matter what. Let's keep rising. So I'm just gonna drop this tune here, man, for those who celebrated, who don't celebrate, who just celebrate life today, who celebrated life yesterday, you know, who fully grasp where it coming from. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me get the tune right. Hold on. Let me get the tune right. Let me get the tune right. Let me get this tune right for sure. For all those celebrating life, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Hold on. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Politically incorrect. The official weird. I can't make this stuff up, man. I'm telling you, man. I can't. You can't make. Y'all should see the back. You know. Yeah, but politically incorrect. Sweet music, man. Just fix your crumb, man. Keep walking. That's all you can do, family. 7 times fall, 7 times rise. When you're great, they try to fling you in the dirt. Don't let it stop you, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Yes, shalom family, I see you. Upfulness, Isis, I see you. Miss Weeks, blessed love, I see you, I see you. You want to see the back of the shirt? Stop playing, Isis. I'm going to hold that down for now. Real thing, family. Blessed love, family. Kings and queens of the earth, man. Aziza said, "Boy, I see you." Rastafari, family. King from his birth, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Never drop the guard, man. Trust that people gonna be who they are, man. Life is a mystery. Just be brave, man. Whatever you do, man, stay free. Don't let nothing control you. Nothing or no one. Just be free, family. Just be free, man. Solid be solid, family. Solid be solid. Each one must reach one, teach one. That's what I'm talking about, Ken. Balance, family. Ashley, I see you. You still gotta make that thing happen. King from me bird, family. King from me bird, man. Fraser, I had to holler back at you. We're doing a live. Yeah, family. King from me bird. Listen, family, all I want to say is thanks, man. I don't like saying thanks because really you don't thank family. You know, family is family. But I gotta say, man, it's humbling. I definitely want to show appreciation for all the different energies that came. It was so funny because I was going so yesterday in such a way and dealing with loans and whatnot. It's like, I had a minute. I was actually going to do a live when I was cooking ISIS, believe it or not. I did a little pot yesterday, knocked a little something. Again, that wasn't the plan, you know, the youths. It was really about the children and, you know, just pulling it together, man. But there were some individuals who took time who took time, and I gotta say they took time out of their schedule to do some things beyond the ordinary, a step beyond. And one of which I would have to admit is this particular this shirt. I got a gift from the shirt. Actually, this was the shirt that was this was what was in the red box. Y'all remember the red box from last week, right? Y'all remember the red box. This was I wasn't sure what was in it, and I took the time to. But when I noticed it, I say, you know what? I gotta definitely do this, man. Each one definitely reaching one. People are reaching out even to me, So who am I? So we all gotta definitely reach out to each other and help each other and build each other. And I definitely want to give thanks. This is such an inspiration because folks are telling me, yeah, we want that, but I never quite managed to, like how we gonna go about doing that. Somebody took the initiative and put the ball rolling, so now I gonna get questions on this. I couldn't wear this and not get questions. As a matter of fact, when I went yesterday morning to link up with an individual, when I got there and they came, a guy, by the way, shout out to Alex Bob. I gotta shout out Alex Bob, man. The brother shout me out like, yo, wait, you and that guy that be on politically incorrect. And I'm looking around trying to think, yo, who this guy is? He said, yeah, yeah. He said, listen, man, I don't miss an episode. I don't miss it at all. So shout out to Alex without question. Much appreciate, much love. Give thanks for the reason you shared as well. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. People are waking up. People are tuning in. What we do here is very important. And notice what I said. What we do here is significantly. It's significantly important in these times. And in spite of what is going on around you, which I'm sure by now y'all realize is purely distractions. Almost everything is a distraction. Even this Wickham thing about God. Look, it's all designed to lure you away from the realities of what's really going on. You know what makes it? When I was growing up, there was a guy called what's his name? This famous magician. What was his name? It's a famous guy. He walked through the wall. Well, he allegedly walked through the Great China Wall. If y'all know what I mean. I forgot his name. This guy. What was his name, man? Um, Give it to me. David Copperfield. Thank you very much. Yeah. This guy called David Copperfield. He was supposed to this. Me growing up, I used to be like mesmerized by this guy. I know David Copperfield, I'm tuned in. I'm watching. And I was intrigued by it to a degree. And but what made his shows successful, what makes any magic show successful, what makes any form of, I don't want to use the word trick, but for lack of a better word, trick work is the illusion. The illusion. The illusion is what makes it what it is. So while you're looking over here, something's happening over here. But because the mind doesn't work that way in terms of frequency and how we tune into stuff, it's easier to distract someone one way while doing something else another way. And you find that in life a lot. These things kind of happening. So what makes it different right now? Politicians do the same thing. Distractions. The kind of things you hear coming up right now in the news. All kind of stuff coming up. And it's like, you really stop and think about it, it's relative and mostly designed to distract you. Designed to distract you. So what is amazing though is that we who are more conscious because of a frequency, for example, they say that dogs can hear things that humans can't because they can hear beyond the spectrum or the frequency range that the human ear is tuned into, meaning that they can hear different frequencies. So guess what? Individuals who are more awake, who are in tune with certain frequencies in life, who have raised their own vibration, they're in tune in such a way that the illusion of what's going on is like a step-by-step playbook. They see right through it. So having said that, I wasn't just fortunate to receive the shirt, the politically incorrect shirt. What y'all think about the shirt though? I got to answer real quick. What do y'all think about the shirt? I mean, black, man. People know my thing, man. I mean, it's just, what y'all think about it, man? I wasn't so fortunate, but the people who are no longer dense or vibrate at that lower frequency where the illusions work are more in tune, are more in tune. So this particular sister right here, I mean, she's in tune on a whole different level because I'm thinking one thing. I'm not, we spoke about it, me and some other individuals. And here it is now, someone took the initiative on their own. Not just the shirt though. Let me show the frequency. She goes a step beyond, which I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even thinking on that level. Islam family, I see you. Going as far as even getting the badges, to say the badges, so that even now on my regular shirt, I can just pin on my pin and I good to go. Or we can distribute these to individuals who've been loyal to this platform for a while. And there's a few individuals I could think of right now, some local, some international, who would more than deserve one of these pins right here. You know, read it right quick if you can see it, man. You know, tell a friend to tell a friend, politically incorrect. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, the shirt official though. I can't front at all, man. I don't even know. Like she was in my closet, man. This is right up in my military wear. Same way, man. And ISIS want to see the back. I know. Unfortunately, I know ISIS ain't gonna hook you up. Ashley, it's serious. So, oh, Ashley says she want one. Man, FedEx mine, please. This is crazy. But yo, check the science though. Check the science. Check the science. The country right now going through so many changes and there's so many distractions. And we spend a lot of time COVID. And then every you turn, you seeing COVID this, COVID that, COVID this, anti-vax. Listen, look, let me show how crazy this is. My daughter sent me a video the other day. I probably should have said that, but I said it. There's a teacher, I wouldn't get into which one, but anyhow, a teacher and well, one of my daughters, maybe rephrase that. You know, she in class, the Zoom thing, but she took the phone and she made a video. She there fooling around with the phone. Anyhow, so while class going on, she fooling around. But she was fooling around while class was going on. So she kind of wrong for that. But anyway, that was the focus of the video. But me now being in tune, I'm listening to the teacher talk to the class. And y'all would never guess what this teacher talking about to the children in class. I tell myself, yo, what? You know, about the vaccines and even go as far as telling about the anti-vaxxers and what things the anti-vaxxers use to promote their, you know, propaganda or whatever. I mean, and the subliminal messages that are being told to the children. This is in classroom, well, not classroom, but online. And this is what the teacher talking about. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. You follow what I'm saying? So everywhere you turn, everybody is talking about one thing and one thing only: COVID. But COVID is really the distraction, family. I mean, if you want to be serious, COVID is the biggest hoax. I'm not saying, let me just clear this up real quick. I'm not saying that there's not a virus right now that has been gain of function, because that also is a reality. I mean, they admitted to that. This is a fact. Plus, we know that this is what they do. This is what they do. That's why they still can't find no coronavirus in a bat. There's nowhere in the world that a bat has been identified as having coronavirus, although they said that. So we know that they have done something in a lab somewhere, did some research, they enhanced this thing, they gain a function, they took something and made it more. And to prove that they can do this, check this out, family, check this out. To prove that they can gain a function, the equal opposite is true. They took a virus from a chimpanzee and made it allegedly weaker to put as the base ingredient in the AstraZeneca vaccine. So if you have been vaccinated, or sorry, pardon me, injected rather, with AstraZeneca, go Google it. Go Google chimpanzee virus and AstraZeneca, which will take you, not the propaganda, not my web page or my Facebook page. It's going to take you to the Oxford AstraZeneca website. Bear in mind, AstraZeneca is not India. It is owned by Oxford in England. This is going to take you straight to England, Oxford AstraZeneca website, where they tell you that they took a what was it called? Viral something from viral tissue or viral vector virus. That's what it's called actually. Thanks. A vector virus from a chimpanzee, and they took the virus. They modified. Listen to the words they use. Listen to me very carefully. They modified it, which is funny because to modify is to enhance, if I'm not mistaken. But they enhanced this virus, then they weakened it allegedly so it's no longer harmful, and then gave it to you in the form of an injection, what they call in a vaccine. They didn't tell you that. So they did gain of function research on this virus from the chimpanzee, modified it, which means they manipulated it to be something other than allegedly. Then they took it and made it weaker to put in you. So if they could do that, why can't they create a virus to make you sick, then offer you the vaccine or the medicine to make you better from the virus that they created in the first place in the same lab they created the antidote or the whatever they call it. So that's what's going on with that. So everywhere you look at it, but the whole aspect of Corona is the whole issue with the whole pandemic is a hoax. And the reason why I say it's a hoax, not that it's fake, it's not fake, it's very real, but the effects of it is what no one is really talking about. The effects that Corona and COVID is going to have on a society post COVID. And by the way, there's no such thing as post COVID. COVID here for a while. It ain't going nowhere no time soon. As a matter of fact, it may be the avenue they use to usher in a lot of these new ideas they want to hold on to and implement, like the metaverse. And Barbados signed up to this metaverse whole thing. I'm going to touch on it a bit later on. But for right now, my main thing is this whole thing is an illusion. It's an illusion. People will have to be under a spell. You have to be vibrating at a very low frequency to not see the scam, because it's a hoax, it's a distraction. So why are you looking at here? I mean, all over every group chat there is, unless you in one that has rules where you can't put up nothing but what's related to that group chat. Everybody dropping something on COVID. Whether they're for or against is another story, but all you're hearing is COVID, 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 COVID. But guess what? That is designed to overwhelm you and short circuit your thing, man. Put you so much in COVID that you're tired of hearing it and you just want to shut it off. Just want to shut it off because, nah. I'll tell y'all one thing though. We in politically correct family, by the way, yeah, the family, we gotta find a way to distribute these buttons. This is why I'm saying the sister took an initiative and did the shirt. Let me say this, man. We got to find ways now to really boost our own everything. We've been saying this on this platform for a while. Other folks have joined because when we started, we had less numbers and we have increased steadily and continue to increase. And more people, again, tell a friend to tell a friend, because that's the only way we got to do this is by being our own vehicle and being our own vessel, which I use that word loosely, and spreading this message and other messages similar to people who need to hear what's going on. Because right now, there's going to be some significant changes going on throughout and across Barbados. And I'm saying Barbados because once it happened in Barbados, which is the testing site for all things, it's going to spread from here to the entire Western world. You see? So it's not happening in Barbados by chance. Is Barbados becoming Little China? Well, guess what? We're going to look at that a bit in a few. But what we need to understand is that this is not by chance. It is by design. It is what? It is not by chance. It is by design. Bottom line. So the question is, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? There's a lot of different things happening. There's events coming up. I read something recently about an event coming up on the 29th. And you know me, I like numbers. So this is the 11th month and 29. 9 and 2 is 11. So that would be 11, 11. Well, 11, 11, which is 4 ones, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1. Which in 4 wands is 8. 8 is perpetual, put it in motion, new beginnings, as is wished upon or will. Yeah, good things happening, man. We live in some great times, family. I mean, you can ask for this any better. You can ask. This is the perfect time to be here right now, and we are all here not by chance, but by purpose and by design. We signed up for this moment in time. If no other time, we all that are here now, consciously, especially conscious ones who are more in tune, we sign up for this time. That's why we are always going to be different. They're not going to understand us, and more likely than not, people are going to be trying to control you. But you already know we can't be controlled. So it don't make no sense when you see people trying to control you, and you know that that's emphatically impossible. No matter how you try to be discreet and subtle, they're going to keep raising their frequency to try to match yours. But the difference is you're a veteran. You're a veteran. You've been on this level. You've been on this grind. You've been know the energies. You've been resisting all the. I mean, right now people are so overwhelmed. I get calls every day. I see people flipping all day. People even try to flip on me. I got a call from a sister earlier. People tried flipping on her. And I'm like, it's because of the energy that's being released. A lot of people are not going to know how to deal with it. That's why medication right now is the biggest thing. People abusing drugs, antidepressant drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, cocaine, whatever else you name it. People right now trying to alcohol. They're trying to find ways to numb the pain. People think that this is going to return to some degree of normalcy. Well, what was ever normal, quite frankly? We ain't been normal in a long time. This was the illusion we were living in. The illusion, the David Copperfield magic trick. We were living in a dream, family. But now you've been woken out of that dream. You got to face the reality. And the reality is, there ain't no more sleeping, man. You either going to be up now or go back to bed. You either going to get up. You got a vision. You got a mission. You got a purpose in life. You got that passion to pursue that purpose in life. Then get up and go pursue your passion. Go pursue your passion. Pursue your passion, not what you're passionate about. And I guarantee you, you're going to find your purpose. I guarantee you, you'll find your purpose. You pursue what you're passionate about. I guarantee you, you're going to find your purpose. And when you find your purpose, fulfill that. Because you're here for a reason. And not everybody is going to connect with that. Not everybody. They want to understand you today or tomorrow, but I guarantee you in time to come, know they'll say, child boy, that Rasta man put that thing either right all along here. All last year we talked about this. They're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Passports, you can't buy and sell, you can't do this if you don't have the vaccine, all this stuff, safe zone. We had this conversation since last year when it first came out. Early this year, we started politically incorrect. We had these conversations. Now, we told you what they were going to do later on in the year. Y'all thought it was a conspiracy theory. Well, who's laughing now? And by the way, we're not really laughing, though. And if we do laugh, we laugh to stop us from crying because this thing is serious. It's serious. But be ready to rock the gear, man. Politically incorrect apparel official. I mean, yeah, the initiative of the people. This is why we're not alone, family. The idea of consciousness is one. The idea of politics is two or whatever. You got to choose one or the other. They constantly divide the people. Choose one. Choose one. No, 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 no. Oneness we're dealing with. Oneness. Collectiveness. If you ain't dealing with that, well, you can't, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. So we have to find ourselves in a different way that we used to do it before. Before it was, the self. Now we got to deal with the one or the all, the one perfect balance. That one perfect balance is how we harmonize, how we connect, how we interact with each other. That's the balance. That's the balance. I'm my brother's keeper. That go without saying. That's the balance. Let's balance it. Because in so doing, we get away from being loyal to people. We get away from being loyal to the party, but we are loyal to the nation and the betterment of us as a nation for generations to come. So we don't put in work now for self. We ain't putting in work now for the boss man. We putting in work for the all, for generations to come. Oneness. So when the sister went ahead and did all this, and I could never have imagined in a million years that, this is what was in. Look, this is my red pill here. This is my red pill here. I tell you, this is my red pill. So I took the red pill. This is the red pill. Politically incorrect. It started as a joke, family. This thing started as a joke. As a joke with two clothespins, an old cell phone on top of ironing board. Y'all don't have a clue. It was a joke. But the joke's on me because people tune in, taking this thing seriously. This is where we going, family. We in this together. So we in this together. It's a oneness. It's a oneness. Get it? Oneness. We gotta find ways to help each other, build resources with each other, support each other, secure each other. You got a problem, don't call police. We got black line security. You got issues in your family, you got problems in your community, you got issues with a business, you got issues with somebody, you got problems, you need investigation. Black line security, give us a call. There's tentacles everywhere. Most incognito though. That's the best part. So you can't even trouble somebody anymore and think you're gonna get away. You can't even do something to somebody and think you're gonna get away. We are many. We are many. Love it. Show it to the family. All the family. All the family. The ones in uniform, the ones out of uniform. Stand by, stand down and stand by. Just stand down and stand by. One Barbados, you see? It's time to pull it. You take a bath in the tub, you finish your bath and you clean up and things. Look in the water, you see all the different grime and whatever in the tub. You gotta pull the stop, what do you call it, the stop cork. You gotta drain the tub. Maybe hold up. What did Trump say to do? What Trump said he was gonna do? Yeah, Jarvis, I see you. Blessings to you too, family. Trump said he's gonna drain the swamp. But guess what, family? Trying to drain the swamp here, man. Trying to drain the Everglades. The said Barbados was the Everglades. They had Everglades. Yeah, trying to drain that though. Too much been going on here, much too long. Much too long, man. Much too long. And you know what's happening? People have become comfortable with that lifestyle. But guess what? That's all right. We don't have no problem with that. We don't have a problem with that. But we ain't mixing up in it. We can't continue doing the same path, doing the same thing. One is something different. It's insanity. Time for a new Barbados on the real, man. Where we the people got to deal with this thing based on strategy. So, and here's the thing, like I told someone, the strategy in the covert strategy hidden somewhere in a small group of people in some hidden room in somebody's basement next to the arcade tree. Nah. You're gonna put it out there. You're gonna put the strategy out to the people. That way the people know the strategy. And you can't counteract the strategy that everybody know. How you gonna counteract that? Because you can't. How you gonna counteract the strategy that everybody know with everybody in tune with the strategy? How you gonna stop it when everybody putting in work to fulfill their part of the strategy? Look at a colony of ants. Look at ants. When the ants get flooded out, what they do? They don't form an ant bridge to make sure the ants get safely where they're going. They all come together. How you gonna stop that? The water can't stop it. The ants then determine that they're gonna make this work, and they do what they gotta do to make it work, and they do make it work, and they do get to safety. So we're gonna deploy strategy in Barbados. Since this is a military thing, but we ready for it. Politically incorrect in the family. Shout out to Rastafari Progressive Movement while we at it too. Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? The sister in Marcia Weeks, the brother and the churches that really serious about this thing, because there's some churches I see that encouraging people to go on the path of I wouldn't want to call it the mark of the beast and all that stuff. I didn't even get into that conversation because I think at this point people know what's going on. Third and fourth jobs, with the first two ain't work. So what make you think the next two gonna work? I mean, come on. So we're not even having that conversation, all that distraction. What we're gonna focus on is what we need to be doing as a people. How we plan to go forward from here. Like I said, we talking building and building communities. I use that word loosely again, but we talk restoring the nation. That's how big this a community is. We talk restoring a nation, an entire nation, a whole nation, flag and all. You know what I'm saying? Anthem and all, constitution and all. And the constitution is pretty much finished. I need to post that, As a matter of fact, let me see what we got here going on. I don't think it's on this system. Today is what? Monday? Wednesday. I feel we're going to post that Constitution Wednesday. As a matter of fact, I think it's a necessary thing that we post that Constitution Wednesday. Seriously speaking. What y'all think about that? Should we post the Constitution right now on Wednesday? Because it's not on this system. Maybe I have to transfer it. Let me see how I can transfer it now. Let me think. Okay, Wednesday. If y'all think that's possible, let me know. Let me know. Hi there. First time coming to visit the house. Well, now question: if we Barbados get rid of England entirely, who will be there to show? Let me put this up. You got a question, family? Who will be there to help when China and decided to take over to take over due to the country not able to repay the debt? Anybody know exactly how much money we owe them though? Big shout out to Alex. Wednesday. yes. Wednesday, I says we're gonna put out the Constitution for sure. The brother answered the question here, man. First he wants to know, if we can't repay, if we get rid of England and we adopt China, if we can't pay with the money, what gonna happen? And also he wants to know how much money we actually owe China. Well, you know what? This brother right here, yeah, he on point. And I'll tell you why he on point. Because is Barbados becoming little China is the question. I don't think we adopting China, family. I think we have been adopted by China. And there's a difference. I don't think we adopting anything pertaining to China. I think that we have been adopted and have been identified by energies. And you got to say energies because bear in mind, there's really no such thing as China. That's just another corporation again. And all these corporations are really linked together. We just don't think so because we see them speaking different language, waving different flags and other stuff. But there are energies behind these individuals. And if we don't look at it that way, we'll misunderstand what's really going on. You see, right now, this is an international issue that's happening all across the globe. So unless we come to the realization that, these little islands may look like they're running governments and whatnot, but the truth is, these little islands could be headquarters for all we know, because it isn't about the size of the country that gives us its power. It's the people controlling the country's military forces that gives it its power. And that could be a group of people anywhere in the world. They call in shots because there are people like in the Matrix who are hopelessly dependent on this system for survival. They're loyal to individuals, they're loyal to parties. So although you might be aware and I might be aware, there's some folks that look at you and me like, what are you talking about, man? Can't you just take the vaccine and do your part? Actually, I actually had someone last week had that encounter with them, and they was adamant about this is what I'm doing and this is why I'm doing it. I'm protecting my people and my family and this and that and this and that and this and that. And I'm thinking, I'm watching and listening, thinking to myself, like, that's their truth. That is their truth. And there's nothing you can do about that. That's their truth. So you have to respect it. Just like this issue with China and Barbados. I mean, there's an article. I'm going to share that screen in a minute. Let me actually pull it up now while the brother answers this question as fate would have it. Let me pull this page up real quick. Hang on. And some of y'all might have seen this came up in the WhatsApp media circulating. I'm gonna give you all the actual link. Now I didn't sign up for the free. I didn't sign up for the free subscription, although you can. That decision is yours to make. Let me go to window, control tab. Click on that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is what's happening here now. So this is what's happening here, family. Write this down if you can. Write this down if you can. If you got a pen, you're gonna need a pen tonight, family. Write this down if you can. Real quick. Real quick. Let's write this one down. Tell a friend and tell a friend, family. Remember that. This is the times. Little England, not anymore. Barbados is becoming Little China. This link can be found. Yeah, if you write this down, you should be able to find it in the Times. If y'all have written this down, write this down, family. Write this information down real quick. When you got it, let me know. This right here is very interesting. Awash with cash from Beijing, the island is ditching the queen. Some fear it is simply swapping one colonial master for another. You hear the science, right? Some fear you swapping one colonial master for another. This guy, Matthew Campbell, I don't know he write other articles and whatnot, but his style of writing I find is rather, how should I put it? I don't want to say sarcastic, sardonic to some degree. Very sardonic, extremely sardonic. But they offer you the ability to read the article in part. Turquoise wave crash on the white sandy shores. I mean, this guy, hummingbirds fitted amongst the sea grapes. Um, this idyllic stretch of Barbados coastline was once a domain for Sam Lords, the notorious pirate who built a castle with treasures pillaged from passing ships. The Buccaneers, who died in 1844, would no doubt be baffled by the spectacle unfolding in the grounds of his overgrown residence last week. A sign in Mandarin stood at the entrance while Chinese workers in blue overalls and hard yellow hats were digging under a blistering sun. This is man is something else. They were not searching for pirates' gold. It's funny he should say that, but anyhow, I won't touch that. It was always speculated that Sam Lars buried his treasure under the castle, which is quite interesting because we never got a chance to dig it up. Nevertheless, you know how to read the rest of the story. You got to, start your free trial and yada yada. I ain't even, so feel free to go ahead and do so and get the rest of the article. But it's a Facebook flyer circulating regarding this same thing. If you had seen it before, but if you haven't seen it before, like I said, write this link down. Those who might be now coming in, write this link down, and this is worth reading. I mean, and the reason why we're going there asking this question is, like the brother said, if we can't pay back, what happens? Well, you can look over the world. There's a video I'll probably play it on Wednesday as well, once I could find it, because I've been meaning to play it before, and I haven't gotten a chance to play the video. But it's called the China trick, the China money trick, in terms of how they play these countries, how they basically play the governments who play this game with China, where they'll lend you money, real loan sharp business. They're gonna lend you some money, and they know you can't pay it back though. I mean, like they know. And so what they do is they let you have this little change and little friendly payback terms and stuff. And as you start defaulting and give you more and more money and stuff, eventually, they come calling for theirs. And if you can't pay back, what they normally would take from you is, well, some of your entities. Remember the hostile takeover? Well, we can take the seaport or the airport. Sometimes it's both. If you right now Google China and the ports that China own across the world, you'll see that they don't only own the ports in China, they own ports in other countries, or lease or currently leasing ports, and or have a lease rather, not leasing, have a lease on ports because of the lack of the ability of that nation to repay one of these so-called loans that aren't really loans but entrapment. But again, a lot of countries fell for it, including larger countries, like Europe. And you remember me, the prime servant was in an interview with one of those ladies, a reporter lady, don't recall her name, and she talked about, she tried to, do a little jab at Miss Motley about Barbados and China and funds, and the prime servant responded about, well, don't act like it's only me that's in debt. England in debt too, basically, which is her country. And she checked it, man, and kind of like, and I think the lady said, well, that's putting me in my place. Nah, you were still out of place, because the reality, the fact is, she would have known that. But that was all part of the gimmick. To see the fact that she even interviewed her and all that, bear in mind that somebody was having conversations somewhere. They didn't just pull a name out of a hat and pull a David Copperfield move. This is all by design, family. This is to condition you. Like a few years ago, they had on CBC, we're going to start teaching Mandarin in schools. And no one questioned why. Why would you want to teach your children Mandarin? They didn't say we're going to have Mandarin classes for the adults. They said we're going to start teaching Mandarin in schools. They wanted to teach the children Mandarin. And to make it worse, they pulled Days of Our Life off of CBC TV. They got rid of Days of Our Lives. Bun pipe and that. And all of a sudden, you had a Mandarin soap opera on CBC. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's still on. But if I'm not, correct me in the comments below. Speaking of comments below, be sure to remember that politically incorrect gear and all, we on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 o'clock, unless some other glitch occur, in which case we be on shortly thereafter. Not that we don't like to be accurate, but there might be opposing forces that we may have to battle in order to bring this divine universal message to the people. So bear with us, like the angel Gabriel, he had to tell his brother, I would have been here sooner, but I had to deal with some, I had to do my thing. I had to do my thing. So remember, man, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 8 o'clock, or shortly thereafter, tell a friend, make sure you like the page, on this case, on this YouTube channel, like this page, subscribe to the page, and click on the bell for notifications, because I find that by getting notifications come to you directly, you won't miss a beat. And that's what's up. So tell a friend and tell a friend. And yes, if you feel that you're comfortable enough in your position to continue to support the platform and make it work and make it expand, but we also accept all contributions and donations in any form or fashion, including this official politically incorrect gear and matching badges. Get yours. This is what's happening right here. Support each other, build each other. We don't have our own family. That's where we at, because the Chinese are coming, and they have been doing this subtly. And no, we cannot blame the prime servant, because she's just the latest voice in a whole chain of events. The prior administration, and the prior one to that, and the prior one to that, and the prior one to that. They were probably all working in cahoots all along. This debt ain't new. It might be a bit enhanced, but it's certainly in a new debt. So we gonna have to do what we have to do and just build family. I mean, build our own clinic, build our own schools. Big up to Sankofa University, by the way. Build our own, start doing our own agricultural aspects of things, our own business and trade, because we got to trade with each other. That's what we're gonna have to be doing. We got to deal with each other, and that's the reality. I mean, so Zamoni, blessed love, sis, Rastafari, I see you. State your intention through meditation. Of course, sis, I gotta throw that up for sure. For sure. Wait, I seeing some comments saying what? Let me see. Barbados is not a colony and will never be. It is in the strategic location to most. It's an island, but it's others. It's a resource they want. Of course, who don't know will know. Barbados indeed is a sacred space. Wait, fire space on here tonight? You kidding me? You on here in disguise, fire space? I know who fire space is. Good enough, man. Big up to the sister in the whole Virgin Islands, especially St. Croix. Big up to Nataki, without question. Tamara, it's good to have you with us for sure. I like the works you're doing. Like you too. I see you growing in your own thing too. I feel so proud of you. I remember we started this thing back and forth. We having our conversations about helping each other build. But I see you growing too. Big up to the family in St. Croix, the Virgin Islands, throughout the whole Caribbean, man. Out of many, we are one people family. We are one people, one consciousness. And that has to be the message in today. If you ain't talking about oneness, you ain't talking. You're making noise. I mean, you're agent because it's a oneness thing we're dealing with. We are not seeking comfortability with no enslavement. We are not requesting a permission to enter back into the plantation and get a job on the farm. We ain't dealing with that science. We ain't going back after being free, not emancipated, after being free and asking for a little spot on the in the old house with the what? The shared property, or whatever they call it. I don't even know. We ain't dealing with that. We ain't want nothing to do with that. So no, other than stepping down, the prime servant can do nothing for free people. Because free people don't answer to servants. Real thing. We answer to the people of the nation. That's who we answer to. Not the party, not the political affiliation, not the whatever they call it. I don't even know. It don't even matter right now what they call it. We building ours, family. That's what we're dealing with. Building and restoring, man. Greetings, Sister Kieran. I see you. Yeah. Tyrone, you don't know what you're talking about, brother. You see what you're talking about, man. You see it. Yes, Fire Space. I see you. This is great, family. This is great. This is great. You can't even want this no better. This is where we need to be. Strategy, like I said, and not the secret strategy. We all working together collectively. So this is what we're dealing with, family. In your community, like I said before in one of my programs, we're dealing with food first. Food security. Collect all the seeds you can. You got seeds, get them. Is Barbados becoming little China? Who knows? But after China became, when China lost and had to go through their whole revolution, China built a wall and locked everybody in and rebuild China before they reopen China. Guess what? We can go do the same thing. We got to rebuild ourselves in our household space because the metaverse is coming. They're trying to steal your mind from you. They're trying to literally steal your mind from you through your eyes. And we all know that the eyes are the window to the soul. So they're not coming to colonize you. Let me put it this way. When they first got here, the old colonizer, what they did, the old invaders, and it was to snatch the people, snatch the resources, take over the land. But now the new ones coming. What do you feel they coming to do? They teach you Mandarin. They show you Chinese things on CBC because that's the free TV. And China ain't coming here and paying no. The Chinese ain't paying no cable. They want to see it, so they watching their own thing in Mandarin. We ain't getting it. A village with no dictatorship, only a oneness. That's right. Jackie, you see what's going on, man. You see what's going on, man. And that's where we at right now, family. Oneness. That's what we're dealing with. Oneness. Politically incorrect is just a voice, man. It's just a voice. There are many people out here. Many. Every day I run into them. But like I said, right now people are going through so much emotionally, a lot of uncertainty. People snapping at the littlest thing, the smallest thing, people arguing. And it's like, you know what? Because there's a sense of uncertainty. People are frustrated, aggravated, fed up, so much stuff going on. Well, let's put all that energy towards building our nation. Because nation building we're dealing with. So like I said, food in your community, identify land, that growing bush. We don't even care if they say belong to this boy, that body. We ain't dealing with that science. Get that cleared off and plant food. If somebody come there say they own it, they're looking to build a house, But we cross that bridge down the road. Right now, that land getting used to plant food. We occupying that. You telling me that you live in England, you own this land next to my house, growing bush, mosquitoes and rats, and I can't cut this grass and grow food. You vex with me? You make it sport. You want to come and build a house next to me after you tell me no, I can't grow the food to feed my family? You gonna come and move next to me? You sure? You check yourself, yeah. Ain't no virtual sovereignty, uh, meta embassy that dealing with. We ain't dealing with that. We dealing with the reality of the hard facts. You don't own land, you inherit land and you pass it on. You don't own the land owns you. Because long after you, gonna still be the land. Long after, long before there was a you, there was the land. So get it straight. Look for land in your community, identify the land, keep seeds. When you cut your pumpkin, put them on side. You got your little squash, you got your slips, you got your yam, whatever you're working with. Garden the men on the blocks, same thing. You can't be on the block all day with that bush next to you, brother man, and you ain't cleared out there and put on some food. Most men put the block, you don't even eat the food when they come. Get a little pot, little cold pot, bottom pot, put a stove out there and wood stove and make it happen. You want wood? Get the pallets. Get the pallets from downtown. Get a truck man the area when you're doing delivery. Listen, when you're doing the port, big man, bring up about a dozen then pallets and bring them and come. The port just burn them for nothing. Why can't you burn them to cook a food? Open flame pot, sweetest food you ever eat, man. Sweetest food. Different to gas food. For some reason, I don't know the science behind it, but trust when I tell you, man. Real thing. So food security is priority number one for obvious reasons. You can't get no food, it don't matter where you got. You know, water, harvesting water, find ways, family, security water, water flow. You got a spring by you somewhere, so you gotta get a backhoe to dig out a little something and not disrupt the natural flow of things. You catch some water, find ways to harvest water as best you can. Find ways, harvest the water. You're gonna need it because this idea of pipe water and coming through the pipes and meter and all that stuff, you know where that's gonna go. It allows us to turn it off and we don't know. Can't access it. We don't know. So plan differently. We still got that, but plan differently. How you gonna secure water? You see what I'm saying? So them is the kind of basic things right now we gotta focus on. Food, water, shelter. Basic things. All the other stuff, we develop accordingly. There are things in place already. In some instances, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. But until we can get to the point where we challenge these people on a level, because the Constitution is what it is, their game is what it is. So until we could take it at that level, we got to focus on restoring and building ours. That's a fact. And that's not promoting division, that's promoting strength. Because people say to me, how you talk about you want this and you talk leaving the people and going somewhere else? No, we ain't leaving the people. Wait a minute, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. We Selassie never left the people. Rastafari never left the people. But they gotta go and secure base first. Can how you gonna provide for the people you can't even provide for yourself? That's madness. Because they will sooner eat you. So you gotta secure your end. And once you strengthen your end, then you could go and get those who need the strength. Those who need the strength. The others will simply follow or follow. But that's it right there, family. You know what I mean? So we gotta go at this thing on another level. You see, right now they're gonna call a snap election. We know they're gonna call a snap election. Imagine, right, that you had individuals, not the BLP that want to allegedly overthrow the BLP. This is funny. Madness. You can't make this stuff up. The BLP won't overthrow the BLP. Deep. Anyhow, right now, fine. Check this out. Imagine you have, let's say 20. You don't even need the whole 30 seats, whatever they call it. Let's say you had a strong team of 20 individuals representing the 20 constituencies across different constituencies across the island, 20 of them, effective and got the support of the people on the ground. Imagine that. In every community, there's an individual that may have that kind of clout with the people, that kind of relation. The people who never came out and supported the idea before, right? But imagine you have an organization, a movement, a body, not even a body, because body is the wrong word, a movement of people that are organized at that level and have the support of the people of this nation supporting them, and go ahead and step up at the next election and present a challenge to these individuals who don't have a challenge right now and take this from them. Imagine that. Take the whole thing from them, because they can't trick it now and fake it, because you got majority folks backing you. To do anything different to that would cause problems, because some of these same people backing you are the same individuals who work right now within the same framework, that want to change, that don't like what's going on, that see what's going on. You know that people in Barbados are getting paid to keep quiet right now. So the money good, but morally speaking, people losing ground and losing faith and thinking to themselves, if this thing hit the fan, I don't know. I ain't taking the weight from the body, but you can go and take the weight, because the buck gonna get passed. You saw 3 men last week get sentenced to one gun. 3. I know there was 4. I know if it had 3 handles. I don't know. 3 magazines. I don't know. Somebody passing the buck. Body ain't holding that. Family, so you gotta understand that it's a oneness, yes, but it's a strengthening also to push forward. To push forward. Because if we don't push forward, there's no movement. Because some of the same people we're looking to help are dependent on the same system for their own survival. So you gotta understand that. I ain't say you gotta like it, but you gotta understand that. So the only way you can get help and get the support is to meet the people where they at. You gotta take this from them at that level. Short of that, well, the other way. I ain't gonna tell you. So when we come out and do certain things, it is not to oppose what they're doing. They don't have a choice but to do what they're doing. That's what they subscribe to do. But it's to win the confidence of the people and show that you are not alone. You right there watching this right now in your home by yourself, or your granny or your family, with uncertainty about school, uncertainty about your job, uncertainty about whether you can travel and see your family overseas that might be ill, or uncertainty about your mortgage and what the future holds for you and your family, or your college tuition, or we're here to say, listen, rather than be hopeless, become full of hope and hopeful, because we are growing and we are getting strength, because we are supporting each other in more ways than one. Listen, big up for this, man, because this is just an example of what we can do with and through and for and by each other as one. As one. We need a new way of doing things. We cannot solve the problems of this nation with the people and the methods that create the same problem to start with. And I say that again. We cannot solve the challenges and the problems of this nation with the challenges, with the people and the problems that created it in the first place. We can't fix it that way. And in order to see that clearly, we have to raise our frequency. We have to, in order to raise your frequency, you gotta start eating a little better. You ain't got no choice. You gotta start, having different meditation. You see the book up tonight? Well, hold on, let me make sure you can see the book up for the night, because I just dropped little jewels directly and indirectly. But I hope y'all see that I got a little, a little subliminal right here for those paying attention. There's a little subliminal right here, right? You see it, right? All right. It's a little subliminal. It's a little subliminal. You gotta hold your little time for yourself, man, and just get in tune to those around you. You know, what's around you, and raise it. I didn't say you gotta get along with everybody, because not everybody gonna get along. But we ain't got to get along to paddle together, going in the same direction. I guarantee by the time we get where we're going, we're gonna fix it. A lot of issues we're gonna resolve on the way. You're gonna realize that you ain't had nothing against me, I had nothing against you, with just miscommunication or misunderstanding. But let us not recognize that to whom much is given, much more is required. You see what I'm saying? Remember that. Remember that. So they want to come on a whole lot and be long ting, because I realize, man, right now it's strategy, family. We got to focus on what we're doing and put all our energy into that. What are our objectives? What we looking to accomplish? Let's go about and do that. If we're going to take, since the day of John, what verse is that, man? Since the day of John, the kingdom suffered violence. Since the day of John. I think that's what it says. Somebody help me with this verse, man. Help me with this verse. Somebody, man. I think how it goes, man. Since the day, um, what was that verse, man? The kingdom suffer violent, and the violent take it by force. Which is funny. Which is funny. Look, Rastafari, Haile Selassie the Mhm. All right, for those, yeah, y'all laughing, right? David Copperfield spirit. I like that, Jackie. Ta-da! Poof! When I appear from nowhere, I am here. I'm clear. You can't make me disappear. No way. I just appeared. And think to me then, it just a come. Yo, why you gotta go through all this all the time, man? Like, why y'all keep, like, we y'all keep, I mean, come on, man. Y'all, Matthew 11:12, which is funny because 11:11, we were talking about 11:11 earlier. Well, after 11:11 comes 11:12, right? We talked about 11:11 earlier. After 11:11 comes 11:12. And what does that verse say? What does that verse say in Matthew 11:11, 12? Let me see if I can find that, man. I don't know if I quoted it verbatim, but I don't know if I did. From the day of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven have cheese on. What are you, King James? Let me find the fellow James. And from the day of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. I'm right here, Isis. I'm right here. I don't know if you can see me. I'm right here. I'm right here, Isis. You see me? Art in motion, I see you. So here we're getting on. The next day after the 29th is the 30th, which is funny. 11/12. The next day is the 30th. And since the day of John, the kingdom have suffered, the kingdom of heaven have suffered violent. The kingdom of heaven. Where's the kingdom, family? The kingdom is in you. The kingdom is in you. Keep that in mind. The kingdom is in you. The kingdom have suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. Pay attention, man. Pay attention, family here. Pay attention, man. They're not taking this because we laying down, family. Trust me, we ain't laying down. They're trying to take this by force. Pay attention, family. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's what's up, man. Building communities, man. Economics. I mean, we done had this conversation too many times. We already know. We ain't talking. And those of us, although we were talking, a lot of work in the background going on. Lots of work. So connect, family. Connect. Wait, Azari, I see you. I see you. Blessings, fam. Good work on that piece up the road there and then Chance Lane. Yeah, stop Christchurch. Trust, I know you're gonna see and get the facts out for sure, for sure, for sure. It's that time, man. It's that time. That's why I was just telling people earlier, we gotta tackle this at a different level. A different level, man. Get people in the constituencies to challenge these people and pull them down because right now, the truth is, people tired of these so-called political leaders and all that. But BLP trying to out BLP and all kind of nonsense. I mean, this is ridiculous. That's how disruptive this thing is. That's how corrupt this is. You got the allegedly BLP trying to out BLP and all this in-house fighting. Madness, man. A house divided can't stand. Let's get rid of all of that and let we the people, we the individuals, rebuild the nation. Because once you get involved, and the brother asked earlier, how much money we owe China? You have access to the records that they've been hiding from you for so long. They come in promising transparency, and you don't even know they're getting money from China unless some outside entity tell you. You don't even have a clue. We would not even know. So nah, we can get rid of that, man, for sure. For sure. Isis, where you at, Isis? I know you want to see the back of the shirt. I know you want to see the back of the shirt. Isis want to see the back of the shirt. Isis. Who else wants to see the back of the shirt? Family, listen, we got to support each other. Let that start to marinate in your mind. You ain't doing for you no more. A guy to me the other day, right now is every man for the self, man. Every man for the self. The strongest survive. Nah. It ain't the strongest survive. The strongest nation, the strongest group, the strongest mentally, collectively, spiritually. Yeah. The strongest individually? Nah. I don't care how strong you are as an individual, you ain't gonna make it. Can't. Let me build a nation, family. Let me build a nation with bricks not made by hands. How that sound? With bricks not built with hands. I'll drink to that for sure. But politically incorrect, family, like I said, man, I gotta big up your sister on this right here for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. This right here. I mean, I tell a friend to tell a friend. Unity is strength, right, family? Politically incorrect pins, man, available coming to you near soon. And these little energies, we can support each other, build each other. The shirts, maybe we should do some t-shirts as well while we at it, sis. We can discuss that for sure as ways to raise fund because a lot of people already contributed. Oh, and by the way, I have great news. Oh shoot, I got a load of picture. I have officially completely, well, except for one, wait, hold up, two things. I've completed the building of the system and then I give you all an update recently. But it coming. I had to undo some stuff or redo some stuff. I'd made some mistakes along the way. I had placed some wires in the incorrect place and other things, but I had to take a couple steps back and step back a step forward. So in so doing as well, made some slight adjustments, learned some new things, and yeah, so we did. We just I gotta go get a can of compressed air. Probably try to get that tomorrow. Compressed air to clean out the graphics card, putting different prior debris and static, which I think is dust static or whatever you call it, and get rid of that stuff and plug that in and then press power. That's all they got to do now is plug one thing in, well, two things. Plug that in, the graphics card, and plug in the USB that have the software to run the platform, the operating system when we turn it on. So I wouldn't turn it on just to see if it worked. I wouldn't know if it worked unless I have an operating system that it can run and tell me if it's smooth or whatever. I go and change in the BIOS. See, I learned a word to the BIOS, go into the BIOS and do some editing and changing and fine tuning. So yeah, we did family. Rastafari is the foundation. That's right, my brother. Real thing, man. Andrea, you're so correct, man. That's why I give thanks for your strength, man. You need strength. You have help each other along the path. That's all we got is each other. So that's what's up, man. And I see you got your avatar ready, Andre. So you ready for the metaverse here. But the metaverse is just about, you becoming whoever you want to become and going to this virtual universe where you could do whatever you want to do. We ain't gotta leave the house no more. Remember the movie Surrogate? Study it. You can do everything from home. You ain't got to leave. You can be anything you want to be. You can decide to be a woman. You can be a man. You can be an animal. You can be a child. Go into the metaverse and do whatever you want to do with whoever you want to do. This is the mindset of this thing, family. There's no boundaries either. And this is what they want to introduce to all children via, what do you call it? The game called, what do you call it? Roadblock. And there's another one. But you could become a baby or, what do they call that, man? It's another game where you could become a baby and you could somebody can adopt you and all kind of crap. Like, what is this? I don't remember that game right now, but they gonna come, and it's crazy because that's what they encouraging the people to do. Crazy. You can become a baby, or you can adopt a baby and raise a baby. All kind of crazy stuff, man. Metaverse. Anyhow, family. So strategy in your community. Let me build this thing, family. There's people all around you. Start dealing with your community, just your community, and connect with other communities around you. And start build that conversation. Share, tell a friend, and we're gonna bring more information. Let us focus right now on strengthening on the ground, as above, so below. So we can strengthen the people in the communities and get the support of the people in the communities, the overwhelming majority of people from all sectors of life, bring them together and tackle this thing when they call an election. Imagine you call election, you got 20 candidates to take over this country that win their seats in a landslide, get rid of the DLP and get rid of the BLP. Imagine that with a whole fresh set of faces, ideas, different backgrounds. Now we in here, now we in charge. Now we can make change and do the things that need to be done ever since that they clearly can do. Take this country back and give it to the people. And that's what is necessary. Bottom line. There's no other way. There's no other way. They are not going to roll back. And if I'm not mistaken, if they're teaching Mandarin today, and look, I even hold on, let me find it, man. Let me. Y'all think I joking? Hold on, man. Let me put this last thing up real quick. Let me do this real quick. Where do I find that now? Emmanuel. Um, let me find this one. Guide me. Oh, guide me. See? Don't take me long at all, man. I give thanks. You see? That's why I love it, man. I love it. I love it. That's how you know you're in the right path, family. That's how you know, man. Let me put this up here real quick. Y'all think this is a game. Y'all thought this was a game. Let me show y'all how serious this is. Y'all think this is a game, right? All right. Let me show y'all something real quick. Before we let me show y'all real quick. Check this out. Check this out. Okay. Let me close this out real quick because this is probably a problem right here. Let me shut this off. Check this out, family. You might need a pen again. I saw an article in the paper as well this week. They're looking to double check the port to see if they're charging the people enough money in the port. Yeah, to see if they charge you enough duties on certain tariffs on certain things coming in. If they're exploiting you enough, if they're extorting you, probably both. If they're extorting you enough for stuff that you bring in from overseas. Imagine that you import something for the use in your own business, whatever the case is, and they have convinced the country that you got to pay me for permission for you to have this thing. Otherwise, you can't have it. But we free. But Ross, you gotta pay taxes. So you think the countries make things do and get money. You gotta pay taxes. Well, all the taxes we pay, the country got the money, so where we keep borrowing money from? How much money in taxes does Barbados collect on all the things they tax? How much money? I bet y'all never thought of that. Imagine that. We borrowing money all the time, all the time, all the time. Yet we collecting money every day, every day, every day, every day. So my question is this. Hold on a minute. Where the money coming from? We printing money in central bank, our money. They taxing us on the money that we have here. They taxing us. Yet they're borrowing money. So why is it that the money that or is taxed, where does that money go? Who gets that money? Going to road works, we getting money from loans to fix roads. Going to building the building, but we getting loans to build these buildings. We're going to houses, but we getting loans for these houses. So where's money coming from? Where this money coming from is what you want to know. That's all I want to know. All right, let me share the screen real quick, family. Check this out, man. Check this out, y'all. Share screen. So I go to the window here. Let me see if it's working. Bear with me real quick. Let me see if this works. All right, yeah. Check this out, family. I want y'all to see this real carefully. I want y'all to see this real carefully. Y'all see this? No, I ain't totally tax and all that. That's all good. This arm SSA moves. All right. No, but this is where I'm going. And by the way, this is the Barbados Today e-paper on Barbados. This is online direct. You can check this. So you can't make this stuff up, man. This is what I'm talking about right here, family. This is where my focus is right here. Check this out. This nicely designed flyer that's up here is offering a few things, man. We ought to realize, and this, by the way, is not necessarily a free promotion. If you feel free to call us your business, but check this out, man. Mastering Mandarin. Okay, I can just let that sit there for a minute. Let that soak in. Let that soak in for a minute. Man. Let that soak in for a minute. Document translation, website localization, video submitted, huh? Standard interpretation. Okay. So, okay. Okay. Looks like they're gonna have some jobs coming up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, family. Family, look, man. I done talk, man. I done talk, man. I done talk, family. I done talk, man. Is what it is right now, family. And if we ain't paying attention, we gotta do work. We now got some work to do, family. So like I said, start getting tuned with how we going forward. That's what's most important. A lot of different groups doing different things collectively, centralize and mobilize. You know what I mean? That's where we at right now. Centralizing and mobilizing. And having said that, man, that's it. That's where we at. That's where we at. So again, I give thanks for the energy, give thanks for the strength, the support. I give thanks for those who have made this all possible consistently, those from before, those who recently jump on. Big up to the family on YouTube. YouTube is building its own platform, energy, its own individuals who definitely not on Facebook. Definitely. Um, I was on the farm today, man, putting in some work again. And I have a much larger water pitcher, much larger water pitcher as well. Compliments of someone who tune in. Again, I can, I should, and look, that son working, water is important. Drink your water, family. You know what I mean? And yeah, so just humble gratitude, family. Just pure gratitude, man. Humble is the way forward. Humble is the way forward. We started this just to share, and we continue to share ever since. We're gonna keep sharing, and that's it. And we in this together, man. You mastering self, you master. That's right, Isis. And in so mastering self, you get to realize that you're just part of a whole. There's much more to you than meet the eye. Connect with one consciousness, family. That's what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? One consciousness. And what we don't get right now, what we don't understand right now, in time, your frequency, your vibration, your energy will reveal unto you what you need to know and why you went through what you went through to strengthen you and build you. So accept all things, family, and just grow. Don't go through it, grow through it. You know what I mean? Remember that in your family. I go in here and tinker with this computer. Mandarin, man. Metaverse is a change, man. It's a change. All this is just like who's big on technology? Not China. China one of the biggest leaders in this whole. So ain't it surprise that Barbados won't be the first embassy in the metaverse? This ain't an accident. All COVID is a distraction. All this stuff going on over here, the Republic, the metaverse, China projects, all the different projects, all that's related. We don't even know what's in those containers, quite frankly. We don't have a clue. These homes they bring in to build, again, we don't have a clue. Who these homes even for? We don't even know one, two folks, but we don't even know, family, the realness to what really going on. We don't have a clue. But we shall find out. Take it by force if necessary. Anyhow, family, we out of here, man. Isis want to see the shirt. Isis, blessed love, kings and queens and kings. I see you. Isis, I can hook you out in a minute, man. Watch me drop this thing upon you real quick. Yes, family. Yes, family. Love it, love it. World is like a open prison car, we know of my freedom.
Police killer innocent youth when the straps of them game gun.
Politically incorrect, apparel, and badge.
You will see them a smile, but that's not genuine. But for me, no give a fuck about our living. And we feel the pain the most.
Alright.
We feel the pain. Poor people feel the pain.
Feel the pain, family.
They feel the pain. Well, we feel the pain.
I hope nobody's offended by the words, man. And if you are offended by the words, I hope you're more offended by the actions going on around you right now, family. You feel the pain, man. Okay.
The system now mad, so me no want you take them serious when them talk. I better for me than you that them no want. Cause when them people don't know we can profit off. Not just them food you, the better you go plant. Inject them chemicals for good to life unshot. The people of the power, someone want you know that. Them plans can't work if me and you stop. We feel
plans can't work if you and me stop.
People feel the pain.
Feel the pain, family.
Them feel the pain. Well, we feel the pain. We feel the same pain. We feel the pain. Most we feel the pain.
We feel the pain, family. Had a close one today. But job for the angel over the INI. Alright, Isis, hold on, Isis. Let go hook you up, Isis. Invest in Africa. That's the only way, but this is the first time we must. All corruption first. Ma'at is the way to prove righteous and justice. That is Ma'at. Rastafari. Yeah, Isis wants to be back, man.
One more day, I'm up again.
Hold on, Isis. I gotta hook you up, Isis. I know you want City back, man. I got you covered. I gotta hook you up, Isis. I know you want to see it. I got you covered, though. Hold on a minute, man. Man, hold on, man.
One more day, man, up again.
I gotta hook you up, Isis. I gotta hook you up, man. I gotta hook you up.
Send me an angel to guide me from the blood sucker them one. One more day, man, up again.
One more day, man, up again. Alright. Had a close one, politically incorrect.
Shine your light all over me.
Shine your light over the eye.
You know, hear no man, no blame the system when time something girl blame the devil cause I make world pass their jail slam. One more day, man, up again.
One more day, man, up again, man.
Judge me, I beg you, send me an angel to guide me from the blood sucker them lad. One more day, man, up again. To them in a know me up again. Send the chroma angel to guide him from the blood sucker them lad.
Alright, hold on, Isis, man.
And I don't know, like me reach out and touch them out for me. Clear the way, secure the part for me. But that's the picture, through the storm, one you there, one more you to buy it. I'm to a man, nothing for your 3 pints bigger, and just look what them do to unicorn. One more day, man, up again. To them in a know when me up again.
I can show you, Isis. Hold on, man.
Guide me from the blood sucker them one. One more day, man, up again. Me no know me up again. Judge me up again, send me an angel to guide me from the blood sucker them lad.
Yeah.
Well,
I give thanks, man.
Anyone on the field can rap with that like it's a play. Some will reach you.
Check Isis. It's back, Isis. I don't need to see the back, man.
Because you turn back and walk with them. You can't turn back and walk with God. May I make you go and say, in the name of Jesus.
One more day, so we up again.
Right now, I'm concerned about my life and about my freedom. Because everybody knows next week you can't get anything come to pass.
You see that piece? I never see that one, Isis, man. Politically incorrect, family. That's what's up, man. We start this together. We're gonna ride this together.
Apart from my counterparts, a man if you gonna know God.
A man have to know God, man. A man have to know God, man. Anyhow, family. Yeah, politically incorrect family. That was going on, man.
One dream, one destiny.
Love the shirt. Yeah, official, man. I ain't trouble nobody, man, but ain't no trouble follow me. That's all right, though, man. I ain't new to this. I true to this, man. Been doing this for a minute. Anyhow, family, give thanks, blessings. We gonna do some things, man. I gonna tell you now, the early look up with some t-shirts coming soon too. We got the Bonga Lights as well. The brethren, concerned citizens, Barbados concerned citizens. Man, look, so much things happening, family. Let me just keep it together, make it happen, and push forward, man. Sis, I give thanks for this. I am honored. I mean, you surprised me, man, but I overstand it, though. I overstand it, you know. I overstand it, man. Politically incorrect, man. And for those, wait, hold on. Let me get the other badge. Wait, let me see. Yeah. So you got a few badges as well. We got a few badges as well. We gotta do a giveaway. We gotta do some giveaway or something. So for those, yeah, we got some badges, man. The badges look crisp, man. They glowing. They got their own energy. Y'all see what's going on, man. Politically incorrect, man. That's what's up, man. Yes. Let me snatch this camera from here, man. Hang on a second, man. Hang on a second. Let me just put that out here. Come, family. You got some work to do, family. You got some work to do. Love is love, family. Love is love, man. Love is love, man. That's what in our family. Thanks to each and every one again. Mighty Shirt King. I see you, brother, man. Yeah, Phil. It's official, man. It's official. We doing this together, family. Let's build the thing, man. Exodus, movement of Jah people. Movement of Jah people. Yeah, by the way, I spoke to the brother at the credit union, which I mentioned last week. And he said, well, pretty much got a green light. We have some more we got to deal with directly now. So more and more steps are moving forward. So yes, also want to thank those who've already pledged and fulfilled their pledge ready towards St. Kofi University. Brethren, sister, and this is how we're going to do this thing for real, you know. I'm telling you, because people are already committed to this thing and have already gone out there. I have about 5 envelopes right now with writing on it, seal, and they're right there. We're going to make this thing happen. We're going to keep you posted along the way, along with the progress as well, so that we know what's happening. We doing this. Not me, not you. We is what we're dealing with. Rastafari. Haile Selassie the first, Empress Brazilian and family is the one perfect balance, man. So, upfulness, joyfulness, stay true to self and each other. You know what I'm saying? Dream big, but don't be asleep. Stay woke. Stay woke. Love is love, family. And again, yeah, t-shirts coming soon too. Variety of colors, mostly militant. You don't know how it go. Be nice to have this in a like army green. Yeah. Let me see if we can make that happen. Some more black, make it happen. And your family, give thanks. It's all love. And for everybody right now who going through something, who feeling the pain, you know, uncertainty and not clarity and different energies all around you, and it's like confusing. Just be still. Just be still. Just be still. All this is part of it. Everything gonna be self-manifested in due time. Rastafari, right? Keep good, family. Stay loving, stay true, and stay being that light. You know what I mean? Blessed love, family. Yeah. Yeah. Wednesday, Constitution time. Holla back.